Hello, elite ladies. So I am back on second time around. For some reason, Facebook decided to just boot me out. Who knows why? And I was talking about life challenges and overcoming them. So I'll start off with elite ladies, what it means, especially for the new ladies who are joining this week or the previous week. So elite ladies just means being able to exude your internal confidence to the world, to feel entitled that you can achieve your life vision and your life purpose, and that you can also walk into any place purposefully and feel entitled. So that's where the elite comes from. It's not about the financial resources, it's more about mindset and developing the confidence to feel as though you can achieve it. And I feel we are elite in our own ways as well. So welcome, ladies. My name is Chico Matenda, and if you're joining for the first time, and I know some of you ladies I've personally invited, especially as you may have contributed to a post or might have liked previous posts of mine. I said, come on over to this page where I'll be able to chat with you a little bit more. And so on this page, I mainly talk about being able to design your own lifestyle business. And the area I specialize in is especially online, as that's the future. Everybody's online now. Everybody's on Facebook, and it's being able to monetize as well. So if this is a new area for you, you're welcome. And if it's somewhere where you're looking to develop further, you're online, then you're also welcome here on this platform as well. So the topic that I was caught up in discussing before Facebook decided to have its own way, I'll make sure that I don't stay on for too long so that I can at least save this video as well. And as you're coming on, do also say hello, even if it's on replay, so that I can acknowledge you and say thank you for spending time, for watching as well. And don't feel shy, because I won't see you. It is better for me to know who's there, and it's also part of sharing. I always say sharing is caring, sharing is loving, and as we work as a collective, showing up, showing our presence, then we also magnetically do something purposefully in life as well. And if you believe that this live session is of value, then do press the share button and share with the like-minded lady as well. So this week I've been thinking about personal life challenges, and I've also been thinking about how challenging it is to be a female, to be a woman, because at times we also carry the world on our shoulders, and our emotions are all engulfed in that as well. So how do you still continue to navigate life, especially when you're overwhelmed or you feel stuck, and still have a presence in this world? And why is it important to have a presence in this world? Because I believe we all have a contribution to make, a greater purpose that is beyond us. And for some of us, we do have like a clear vision what that is. And for some of us, we haven't really discovered what that is as well. We're just getting there. Okay, so for me, I know what my greater purpose is as well. And I'll continue to share that. But I also believe that our vehicle, being women, we advocate on younger girls, so younger girls can know what's possible in this world as well. So personal challenges, how do you overcome? Because it is inevitable in life that we're going to face challenges. So it's either, there's two paths. You either stick on the path of a challenge has happened, emotionally you're stuck in it, and you continue to feed on the emotion continuously to the point that you can't get out of it. Or the second path is you accept that a life challenge has happened, you embrace those emotions, you go along with the ride and accept that there's some lesson eventually that you will learn from this, and that lesson can only make you grow stronger, even if the lesson is not very clear at the time. Because what tends to happen is when a life experience happens, we get very caught up internally within our soul. Okay, so there's anger, there's frustration, there's sadness, and we're looking inwardly rather than outwardly. So we don't see the lesson sometimes immediately. But it's acknowledging that it's not about being strong. I don't like that word. it's acknowledging that we all can be impacted. Some of us, it can lead to depression, and I've been through that when I was younger, and I learned so many lessons from that. So it's either we can be in depression or we can be in sadness, and the sadness and the depression, just as they came, it's accepting that they will soon pass as well. Okay, because we are women built of strength, of warriors, I believe that we can still continue to coast along in life, regardless of the challenges that are taking place. So how do you get out from a state that's challenging as well? So for me, I've mentioned in my previous podcasts, that's the live radio, if you can see in my timeline, as well, about a life vision, as well as your life passion. Once you have those very clear, then it helps you to navigate through the world much easier, because you've got something that's core in your gut to help you to wake up every single day, regardless of what's going on. And also, there may be times when you might feel like you need to rest, and that's fine, that's acceptable, but it's not about being caught or embedded in those emotions to the point that years go on by and you haven't taken part in the world as well. So it's about being able to come up and overcome eventually as well. Then in terms of life challenges, I'm just thinking about as well in business or in our work life. But what I mainly focus on is business. It's about learning to still show up for your business. Okay, that's where the leadership comes up in. Like this week, I was just recording on Instagram that I was missing my mom, a grown woman. Yes. She's in a remote part of the world, and there's like limited internet. This goes to being spoiled by by technology. So I was thinking about this. What would happen if somebody else was going through my emotions? Because the emotions that came aside from missing my mom, something just switched within me, was that I was starting to feel a little bit of sadness. So I had two choices to make. I could just let the sadness consume me to the point that I didn't want to participate or not take part in the world at all, and just let it consume me and feel like I have got no strength. Number two was to show up. So here I am, I have showed up. Okay, so number two was to show up, to accept that there is an emotion there, and I'm not brushing it off. I'm accepting that that is part of life. It is an emotion, and soon it will show me what it needs to show me, and I will learn something from it. So just as it came, it will soon pass as well. And at the end of it, I may have a lesson or two that I can share with another person. Okay, and by sharing that, then I'm also hopefully helping another person, another woman, to rise up from their own experience as well. So that's where sharing and caring comes in. It's that component of being able to help each other when we're enlightened by something. Okay, so if this is making sense to you, press like, even on replay. Okay, press like. And then as I close, it's thinking about when you're at the crossroads in life, when it feels so hard, when you feel so overwhelmed personally, and also if you're in business or starting business, think about taking a step back and having a 360 overview, thinking about taking yourself out of that emotional context of it. Then take time to just jot down what's going on in your life, and then think about the how and when. So the most important thing is always about how you will get there, and accepting that this is the situation now. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world, but it's the planning. It might not happen overnight because of the overwhelm of the feeling stuck or feeling like there's no solution. But when you think of the how and when, it gives you a little bit of strength to start planning. And it gives you a little bit better of an insight to be able to engage in this world as well. So I'd like to thank you for joining me on this, I was going to say podcast now, Facebook Live session. And do share, do press like, and then I will also acknowledge you as well. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I look forward to you joining me on the next live session. And in order to be able to see my next live session, do turn on, when you go into the like and follow button on top of my screen, you will see with the follow button, it then moves on to notifications. So the notifications, when you turn them on, then anytime my live session comes on, you'll be able to see me live. Bye for me for now.